You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
Folks, this is episode 270 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. It's our first episode of 2026.
I didn't think about that.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are you doing? You doing well?
I'm doing fine. I'm in my PJs. I got my Blake shirt on. And
Did you have a nice holiday?
yeah, it was quiet.
Big holiday window, and everybody's back to work. We're back to work. You're back to work.
I've been working since yesterday. No, our holiday plans were kind of boring. Not boring. They're boring in the sense of a regular person. They're perfect in mine.
Sure. So
that's fine.
I like quiet holidays.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the whole travel thing and, the whole hollow thankmas. I'm kind of like, I hate New Year's. Like,
New Year's
the whole
is a stupid holiday.
Well, no, it's not really even a holiday. I hate the whole idea of like New Year's Eve and party and all that kind of stuff and all that.
It's an excuse to party.
I like the New Year. I don't like the idea of New Year's.
Is it a new you?
Does that no? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like
No, everyone says new year, new me.
Yeah, I know you get the fresh start kind of thing, and you're re-energized, and you've had some time off, and I enjoy
I'm not
that.
re-energized. I'm tired.
But and we were just talking about this. You have a lovely flower Lego bouquet.
Yeah,
right here.
never
in the middle of
dies.
the field. Yeah, it's nice. I think we got one of those for my daughter in Florida for her to make.
So my rundown real quick. I got that for Jess for Valentine's Day 2025 because flowers always die. I do always buy her sunflowers, but flowers die a lot quicker.
It's actually quite pretty.
And Blake tore his CCO, which is the dog version of his ACL. We found that out on the 15th of December. So we've been laying low. That's why we had a boring holiday. Not a boring, like I said. In my book, it was perfect. But there's the first few days of him limping, and we're trying to keep him under control. So we're sitting at our table. And I'm like, we should build your flowers.
Oh, nice.
And then we bought coloring books, and I'm ordering more flowers because he has surgery on the 21st.
You ever done puzzles? You a puzzle guy?
No, Jess isn't puzzles.
Don't like puzzles?
I like puzzles.
I like the idea of having a puzzle, like, especially in the winter. It's like you can set it up, and then you can kind of just work on it a little bit at a time and just kind of like tinker with it. It takes up space, but
It's like Legos.
I wonder if they have gravel.
It's vertical Legos. Or Legos are vertical puzzles.
It's like a placemat Lego.
Yeah. The sign behind you, my mother-in-law did is Blake.
Oh, that's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Did
she
she
did
have
puzzle. She actually did custom puzzles for all the grandkids.
Oh, that's cute.
But Jess made her feel guilty because we don't have kids.
So she made one
she
for
did
Blake.
A dog, yeah.
Had she already done that for Blake?
No.
Okay.
It was a guilt. I think it was a guilt thing.
Aw.
But my niece and nephews, I think it was all one niece, one nephew was like playing baseball, softball, t-ball, whatever.
Yeah.
The other ones, my other nephew, Jimmy, I don't know if Jimmy was playing basketball or baseball. But anyway, no, we were trying to find stuff to do at the table, which is why we had that low-key holiday. And,
Right.
it's January, too, so it's a good timing. Blake's got surgery. He's actually, like, walking better today. He doesn't have a gimp. He tore that. It's called TPLO surgery.
Boom.
And it's pretty extensive. They basically they fix that part of his knee. They put a little titanium plate in there. And it's 2 weeks of like, he's down here on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hardest part is letting stitches heal. Because when he got his cancer removed last year, the hardest part of any of that was Just didn't want him in a full cone, but he was also able to do stairs and all.
Okay.
Whereas this one, he's on like down here, so we got to rearrange the living room, put a air mattress.
Is Blake actually old enough to have titanium now?
Well, he's 6. He turned 7 on Thursday.
So that's like in dog years. That's like 42. That's mid-40s.
Yeah,
that's old enough for titanium. Yeah. Good job, buddy. You're right on track.
It threw off my Florida plans because it was the 21st was the only day we could really get it, and we were supposed to leave the 23rd.
Everybody's super bummed about that.
I know that's 2 years in a row. Last year was me throwing my back out. I'm not bummed that the dog. I'm bummed that I'm going to miss the adventure, but my priority is the dog.
Sure.
So, and it's a good time of year because there's a 2-week. We follow up. He actually does dog PT where he does like this dog. They do the dog treadmill in the water, and he has multiple appointments all the way up to his last checkout one is
Well, he'll come
March
out
19th, a few days before Croatian. That's just like his last, like, they do another round of X-rays.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no, he'll be, he's young.
hope everything is good for that.
Yeah.
Do you do New Year's resolutions?
No, they're stupid. I think the internet's proved and society's proved that those are dumb.
I don't do them. I'm not going to discount them from anybody that does because I think there's a mental thing to it. But
The mental thing is no one follows through, and that's the proven part.
well, yeah, there's always that
You can
resolution.
try to make better habits, but you don't have to, like, so many people, my problem with it is it'll be like November or September, like, oh, wait, and I'll start this as a resolution. You just start
Yeah.
whenever you want.
Yeah, if you're not going to do it then, you're not going to do it now.
Exactly.
You know, but I'm not. I don't want to discount it or take it away from people because I'm sure there are people that have had bike-related resolutions that they've been
Yeah.
able to kind of hold on to.
Hopefully.
It's. I think it's
I'm
more
not
about.
anti it. I'm just, you don't have to wait.
I don't like the label.
Yeah.
I don't like the label. I'd rather say, okay, because like on Strava, the new year kicks over, and it's like, what are my goals for the year? I mean, that really kind of comes down to the same idea as a resolution, but I also don't think you need to publicize them and tell the whole world about what it is you're trying to do, because then it's not only a letdown for you, but you've let down everybody else in your life.
Yeah.
So resolutions are horrible.
They're stupid. And I think, obviously, I've been off the socials for almost a month now, and I realize how much crap people put on there. Like, for what purpose?
Oh.
The same thing, you put it out there, and then I guess there's accountability with it. But the big trend I see that, man, it fell off a while ago was, remember when it, like gym memberships used to be like the thing.
Yeah.
That's so dead now.
Yeah. I remember when I was heavy swimming at the pool, it would be like the beginning of January. It was like the water was like a splash zone, and you couldn't get a lane, and it was crazy.
Like I went to the gym the other morning, and it's no different than it was when I would go early December or November. That's the nice thing is it's not overcrowded.
Which gym do you go to?
Planet Fitness,
Okay.
Wildwood.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Wasn't sure where you went. Is that crowded?
I
down
go
there?
to Dwight's. What was it?
Gym for muscles.
It all depends on what time you go.
Yeah.
I like to go like at 6:30.
In the morning.
That's like the quietest time until maybe like 2,
Yeah.
because everyone leaves from the 5 a.m. rush,
Okay.
and then you kind of get the 8 o'clock
Oh.
parent. I don't want to like the parent drop off, stay at home parent is what I generally see.
The post school drop offs. You're trying to slot
Yeah,
in between the first thing in the morning crowd.
Yeah,
And
the 8 to 9 is that post school drop off, and then the retirees come out. Like I see the same crowds, and
Does your Planet Fitness have a pickleball cart?
no,
Oh man, can you imagine if they did? People would love that. Tick 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 tick.
God, I wouldn't go there for the noise.
Yeah, the noise of a pickleball court
Yeah.
is absolutely insane. It
Yeah.
will drive you nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. So, okay. I mean, I do enjoy the holidays, New Year's, can take it or leave it. But, I think you're right. Resolutions is something that's,
You don't have. Yeah, my big thing is you don't have to wait.
yeah,
Just start something.
just do it. Just
Write it
start
down, and write it down every day, and
Yeah.
it'll stick better.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about, and I prepared these show notes, and I'm kind of, and you're coming at it from a bike mechanic standpoint, somebody who's very much an industry insider. I'm coming at it from somebody who's
A chat GPTer.
I am Joey adjacent. How's that? The Joey adjacent. So
Try to think of a name of that.
I kind of hear about things after you've known about them for a while. And then you tell
It's
me
like you texted me the other day. I'm like, bro, that's been out for 2. I can't believe I just said. I was trying to be like one of those, bro, it's been out. I said, bro.
That's okay. It's all right. So some of these things, and I think the key here, some of these things that I picked up, it's more about like what are these things going to hit the mainstream of gravel, and like I said, you're coming at it from somebody who's seen this in development. I'm coming at it from somebody who's now just seeing it being discussed and talked about. And does that make sense? So I think there's a balance here. So when I say something and you're going to go, well, that's old news, Brian, and that's fine.
Old news, bro.
You can tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the line between a gravel bike and a mountain bike is blurred, I think, at best.
Yes.
So massive split between the gravel racing side and the gravel adventure side. So I don't think you're going to see this mountain bikeification of gravel in the race world, or am I wrong on that? The mountain bikeification of the gravel bike, has that extended or reached the aero race world quite yet? I mean, because we're seeing on the adventure side of
It's
gravel.
been out for like a year or two.
Okay, so
And then flip-flop it too.
Are you seeing suspension on racing gravel bikes at Unbound?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that there's been a lot of advancements in that, and I know that.
I don't think you're going to see the new checkout on the podium.
Okay,
at
so
Unbound,
that's
but
kind
there's
of what I'm talking
There's little
about.
nuances. There's the tire sizes in general. There's little things that people are doing, but technically it is suspension.
So suspension.
Tires.
Okay, yeah.
Well, tires you can't classify as suspension, but that's a prime example. People are throwing 2.2s on.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, the massive rubber sizes that we're seeing now.
Yeah.
For a long time, 50 was sort of like that.
Call it Magnum tires.
Magnum tires.
Yeah.
See where
But
you're
it's
going
like...
there. So it's Magnum rubber is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like one of the... I don't know
I threw you off there.
I'm trying to think. Remember when you had the divert? No, yours went bigger.
I remember when I tried to put mountain bike tires on my AWOL.
Well, the AWOL was way ahead of its class.
Yeah.
Geometry, no, but like the early divert, like I remember when everyone's excited to put 38s, and I could clear 42s, and I could clear 45s or 47s. Now it's like, can you clear 2.2s?
Yeah.
And people are running 2.2s.
Are they, again, a distinction between, and I guess this is where like gravel has changed. It used to be events and gatherings, and now it feels like it's races.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's race-centric.
I'm having this struggle in my head. Like, I think I'm having like a midlife crisis.
Okay.
Where it's like the holidays. Like, and it's just growing older, and I don't have kids, but like I desperately wanted to have Christmas feel like it did when I was a lot younger.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't, and I desperately want this feeling of 2016 to 2018 gravel.
The nostalgia.
Yeah, like the early days. Like,
right.
I don't know. I just had, it's not like I don't have fun riding. There was something different about it.
Uh-huh.
I think people were more trying to figure things out, doing them, and now it's already done.
So I'm flipping through YouTube the other day,
Yeah.
and GCN has a thing about titanium bikes and are they fast? And I'm sitting here in my head, I'm screaming. It's like a titanium bike shouldn't be fast.
Yeah.
That's not what you want out of the titanium bike. Is you want the comfort, you want the luxury, you
Longevity.
want the longevity, the durability. It's that last bike mindset.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we talking about titanium being fast? It's like, let it go. If you want to go fast,
Smooth is fast.
smooth is
Fast is
fast.
smooth.
Yeah, well, that was the whole Roubaix concept with all of their little bits
still
and
works.
parts. That was suspension coming to road bikes.
Yeah.
And, the whole Rock Shocks, not Rock Shocks. Why do I always say that? Redshift.
That still exists.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it's that idea of subtle suspension. Is that
Oh, yeah.
the idea of something that just takes the edge off? Because the idea of suspension is smooth is fast. Yeah, I get it. And it's also ground contact, like on a mountain bike. It's ground contact. You want to make sure that you're in contact with the ground to propel you forward as opposed to bouncing all over the place.
I was at Specialized that summer when they released the new Roubaix.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so funny because I think everyone thought it was like one of those instant gratification things, and I think everyone thought it was stupid after that. Because I was there building bikes and working that summer, and they had all the. I just remember I was like, "Why am I turning my phone in? I've never done it before. Turn my phone in, sign the NDAs, go this, and then ride it and do all this cool stuff." And man, now they're like on the third or fourth version of that. And it's on the Diverges. It's on hybrids from them.
At least it is something that is kind of quasi stuck around.
It's stuck around, and what I like about it is you notice it versus the Zerts. that they used to do.
Yeah.
Now we're getting down a road bike thing.
But no, I mean, because I ride a Roubaix, a 2017 Roubaix. It was one of the first generations of the Future
it's up
Shock.
in the room right now. I'm
And-
only
that's
like halfway done with
I
it.
forgot where it was. You know,
I've been stuck downstairs with the dog.
but you'll see this. I actually upgraded that and
Oh, yeah,
put in
there's
the
nothing
stiffest
original.
spring.
I put a piece of dowel rod in there now.
Nice.
There's no.
You remember when they first came out and somebody tried to do that and it exploded?
There's
I've
all
never-
kinds of
yeah.
aftermarket mods now.
Well,
for
I
it.
put in the stiffest spring, and in fact, it came with 3 different
Black, yellow, blue.
Yeah,
and then there was a red. The red
and there
was the road.
The one you could get that didn't come with it. I got that one, and now if you, it's wore out. I'm going to guarantee you that spring needs to be replaced.
You're supposed to service them once a year, which is
Are you
literally
really?
you just
Uh-oh.
you just take it apart. You take the one piece off, and it's the spring and a bunch of grease.
So what do you do with it?
You just clean it, put some new grease, and
some more
maybe put
grease
a
in.
new spring in there, or check your spring life.
Ooh, well, let's see. What's that? 2017, 2026. That's 9 years. I'm not sure that's ever been
Let's
opened.
see.
So there's that.
You could probably go in the shop right now because at least when I was there, I kept a box of. It was like a parts box.
With the spring?
And every bike that came in, we would adjust the spring and either give it to the customer. If they didn't want it, we'd throw it in this box, and there was hundreds in there.
Yeah, probably cost me about $60 now to go in there.
That says for a spring.
Well, I do think that it doesn't feel like it's as stiff, and it's definitely. If I was worried about going fast, that Roubaix with
$16.
$16. Well, that makes it 32
Well,
here local. But
I don't want to keep cutting you off. Sorry, but
That's
they've
okay.
they're like on version 3. You have version 1.
oh yeah.
Version as they've gone up, they've adjusted and they've put different dampers in there, and there's a hydraulic system as
adjust
you
it.
get up.
Yeah,
and
you can adjust it. Too.
like that. You're supposed to send out to Specialized to get serviced.
I remember when I got that bike, scratching my head and asking Russ at the time. I was like, okay, is this just some fad, and I'm going to be the goofball guy riding the Future Shock at some point in the future?
You're just a goofball guy.
He's like, no, it's here to stay, and it has stuck around. It's been around a long time, so I'm not going to discount that. That was absolutely correct, but I'm not sure it truly is. I'll take that back because I've ridden that bike on some gravel. I've actually taken that like in Florida on some pretty chunker oyster gravel stuff, and
You could kind of fit 32s depending on the rim and the tire itself.
I ride 28s. I just dropped the pressure a little bit because it's tubeless. I run tubeless. I've always run tubeless in that.
Yeah.
So you just drop the pressure a little bit. But it was that, in between gravel. It was long. It was that Lake Apopka oyster shell kind of stuff. So, hey, buddy. Well, he's very active during this. He's usually like after I come in, he lays down
been
and he
wound
goes
up.
to sleep. But he is. That's because he's not getting the exercise.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the problem.
Yeah. So I guess the big picture vibe right now, to circle back to what we started talking about, was that you can get a gravel bike that is almost as capable now, probably more so capable than a mountain bike you could get 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
On mountain bike, on
Well, maybe
single
not
track.
10 years ago, but
15 at least.
20
Yeah.
at least. I don't know. Look at my my Hush Money bike build was basically a 90s mountain bike.
Yeah,
no
it's true.
suspension.
It's
And then I
true.
could have thrown on like I really want one of those Rudies still. I think I'm going to probably the King Creek, I forgot what it's called, is what I'll probably grab in March, April.
Yeah.
And really set up my gravel bike that way. But on the flip-flop, like
On
it
the
started
flippity flop?
I want to say at least 2 years ago, if not 3, there was a handful, and SRAM made our life easy with this, there was a handful of folks who did events like Leadville. Leadville is the one that, if you look it up, it's what everyone did, is they put drop bars on XC mountain bikes.
Okay.
So you get a Super Cal or an Epic,
Yeah.
and you'd put drop bars on and pair the shifters with it. They made life easy with that. No wires. They're way ahead of Shimano, but and then a couple of that, and then you look at last year, and so many of the bikes for those tip of the spear folks, and probably throughout the pack, people have just a lot of money. Were riding full suspension mountain bikes with drop bars. They're 100 mil travel bikes.
Yeah.
120 mil travel bikes.
And they're racing them.
Yeah, racing Leadville.
Yeah. Well,
Which Leadville's like a mixed bag of what it
Yeah.
actually is.
That's a different animal. That's not just.
But people are doing it at other events.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I guess I think about when I think of that Midwest gravel event, I'm not thinking of Leadville. I'm thinking of Unbound. I'm thinking of
No,
Gravel
but I'm just saying
Worlds
there's
and-
mountain bikes.
yeah.
When I think of Unbound, I think of Dirty Kansas, my friend Scott, in like 2015 when drunk on Christmas Day with a hammer and C-clamps on his... I think I've told this story. You've
You
probably heard
have.
it.
You
The Cannondale Hybrid where he's like smashing the chainstays for more clearance.
To get more clearance.
Yeah,
More
because you
clearance
had
pirates.
like Wes was way ahead of his time. He bought that Specialized Cirrus early, and converted it to drop bar because the hybrids were the only bikes that could clear
yeah.
And I remember the year
Wes was an innovator.
he was, if you think about it.
He's a genius.
I remember
He's
trying
a genius for not being here anymore, I think.
picking like the tire options now are ridiculous. My Kinda Flint Ridge Pros, God, I love those tires. There wasn't many options back then.
So you had to pretty much look at mountain bikes and try to figure out mountain bike tires and figure out what you could make work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Qatar Ted helped me a lot on
Yeah.
his old podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I miss those days.
Well, yeah, maybe that's what it's like you're longing for. It's
But,
like,
like-
that. Now
oh, yeah.
everything's so packaged. Maybe
It
that's
is.
it. It's everything's so packaged.
You can just do what you like.
You can
There's
be
no
weird.
innovating. Someone's innovating.
Nobody's being weird.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people are being weird.
But
And
like,
that's fine, and I like that crowd. I love that crowd, and I actually would love to. I can't do that. Though.
there's two types of weird. There's the Dylan Johnson weird,
Okay.
and then there's like old school weird. And if you really want to get into the grit of aero, all this extra tire crap, yeah, Dylan Johnson's a great resource for that, and some other folks on the YouTubes, and so many people that test tires. It's ridiculous.
You know, it'd be fun to do. Go back on YouTube and find like 15-year-old
That's what I mean.
quote-unquote gravel bike videos.
Go look up like the it's like nostalgic.
Somebody should curate.
Look up the Almanzo 100 on YouTube and stuff like that.
How do you spell that?
ALMONZO.
Okay.
The old Trans Iowa. Look up that old stuff and listen to old podcasts from
Yeah.
like 10 plus years ago.
yeah.
Those were the golden days.
Well, I don't know that I have time to do this, and I know you don't.
that's
but
perfect.
it'd be fun to curate a list of YouTube videos and then maybe curate a list of podcasts. The problem with podcasts is they don't stick around.
Oh, they don't?
Well, you got to keep paying.
Oh.
You got to keep paying. So unless I look at it and go, my old content is enough value that I could, or it's just, I don't know what it would be. It could be you just want to make sure your voices continue to be heard. I don't know why you would do that. But
The old Riding Gravel Radio Ranch was great. I love the Slow Ride podcast.
you know what I love? I love the idea of my granddaughters, maybe 20 years from now, being able to find some nonsense on YouTube that Bubba did.
Oh, geez. They don't want to hear half of our stuff.
Oh, well, that's okay. It's who I am. I'm fine with it. I own it. I own it. No problem at all.
Where'd that Andy Dwyer quote? I wish someone would have told you were in, like,
Yeah, wish I
back
told. But in the
you were
old
in the
days,
good times.
You were
when
in
you
the old
them.
days. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. The last
Something like
time.
that.
Yep.
But no, I mean, we're in a cool time period right now. It's weird.
But I do, like I said, I feel like everything's packaged.
Oh, yeah.
It's the innovation is possibly the innovation now. I think comes from manufacturers, and it comes from the manufacturers and the builders trying to tell you what you want,
That's what I don't want.
as opposed to the rider going, I wonder if I did this crazy thing if it would work, like you did with the bike you took up the fuck around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I wonder what
But
this
that,
would
like,
do. And there's
that's
a
kinda
lot,
normal now, though.
but there's a lot of trial and error.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a lot more options.
Well, there was no trial. There was like 100 yards of pedaling.
Well, I think you looked at the event as the trial. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah. That's the only way to do it.
and it's like, I wonder what this would be like. This would be fun. Let
like
me
there's
try
a-
that. Oh, I'm miserable. I'm never doing this
I
again.
want to say there was 3 or 4 new road bikes. My Athos, the Ritchie. There was another one where my first ride was like a metric on them. It's like
Yeah.
the only way to test it out.
what else are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
But I don't know, and I think that's really important now that I understand. I was trying to explain this to someone recently. It's not that I don't love the big brands, Specialized, Trek, Kindle, Giant, all them. But after a while, and they make a really good product that's already done for someone that does it.
Yeah.
And they sound expensive, but when you actually find an Otso or something, it's going to cost a lot more to build.
Yeah.
So I have no hate against them, but I don't appreciate them like I used to.
Well, you reach a point, and I think everybody reaches this point.
Bespoke stuff that's been gorgeous for me for years.
It's the Radivus salivation. I think you reach a point I just reached puberty. Did you hear my voice crack?
Yeah.
I just reached puberty, everybody. I think you reach a point in your cycling life. I don't want career. That's not the right. In your cycling life, where you are no longer buying bikes from a bike store, from a shop. You're going in and buying parts. So, like when I bought my Roubaix in 17, or when I bought the Diverge, it was almost an immediate like, well, let's upgrade. Let's change this. Let's change that. Let's upgrade the group set. And then after you've upgraded the group set, well, why would you're not going to toss that. You're going to let's upgrade the frame. Let's upgrade the bits and parts and pieces. So you're no longer going into a shop and going, I want that off the shelf. I think everybody reaches that point. But not to say that you can't or you shouldn't or you won't just walk into a shop and go, that's built. I really kind of like that. I'm going to buy it. You get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. Because I did that with the Diverge. I can look at that Diverge and go, the first thing that went was the group set, and then a lot of the bits and parts and pieces, and then ultimately the frame. So my Otto is actually a Diverge. I ride a specialized.
You identify as a Diverge?
I identify. I ride a specialized Otto, specialized Oregon.
And there's some really good companies that make affordable products.
Yeah.
Like, look at Otto and Rodeo, for example.
Yeah.
You can get the stainless versions of those bikes,
mm-hmm.
and you should get them packaged, built, and ready to go for about $3,000.
And they're also
which relatively is a lot of money for most people. But if you're going to spend $3,000 on a similar Specialized Trek, which there's no problem with. But look at the company. Like, I'll never speak higher of anyone than Rodeo Labs and what Steven does and the ethos of the brand and everything he's about.
Agree.
Like, I've only bought one used bike in my life, like that I actually really used, and that's my Rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven pushes that so much too about recycling the Now that bike never really got ridden by Matt.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it was a showpiece, but I ride the crap out of it, and I beat it up, and I dropped it against the guardrail the other day picking up Pokemon cards. But
oh, that's right, you had a.
I never opened up. That's my idiot. I never opened up my Pokemon cards.
So Joe, you found a whole. How many Pokemon cards do you think you found on the side of the road?
A few hundred.
Wow.
They were spread out. I was riding. It was on the connector road, and I saw one or two. I'm like, oh man, that'd be fun. And it's funny because I'll explain that in a second. But and then I saw this like holographic. It wasn't a Charizard, I'll tell you that. I forgot what it was now. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm actually going to stop. And Jess was ahead of me, and I'm like picking up these cards. I'm like, man, there's a lot of nice holographic cards. And then I find the bag.
Some poor kid.
Yeah,
just lost his.
I had Jess put something out on like the Ranch Club page.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, but they're still. I actually haven't opened it up since last Monday. My Rootworks bag. Mm-hmm. It's funny because I was scrolling YouTube Shorts and I keep getting these shorts about card trading or whatever.
Well, that's because it's listening.
No, this was before I found the cards though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, holy cow!
Whoa, it's the universe.
Yeah, I got the original set. The original, like 15 or 18 holographic. I got so many Pokemon cards at my parents' house.
Probably the same.
That thing's probably worth $5,000 or $7,000. That page itself.
Wow.
Maybe.
Why
I don't know.
aren't you selling that?
I don't know.
Sell it. Fund a trip.
Because it's not worth trying to find them at my parents' house.
It's probably the same kid. Do you remember? Out on Route 4, you would see the Matchbox cards for years.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a couple of years. It's Matchbox cards
all
over. It's probably the same kid.
And occasionally I find one still.
Yeah. It's probably that same kid just sitting in the back of the car, just occasionally tossing something out the window. You don't see those anymore, though. No. You don't see the Matchbox cards. For a while, it was like, man, that was every ride you would see Matchbox cars along a certain section of the road.
That was a side red.
That's okay.
I'm thinking back to the old bike stuff where everything's done now, or like about the rebuild of Rodeo. I've been talking about it for a few months now. And I remember the early days of before GRX, like Wolftooth had the tan pan, so you could run an XT derailleur with Ultegra shifters or 105 shifters, which is what I did, or all kinds of weird concoctions you'd have to come up with. Wheel spacing between the before the 142 was or the
And the boost and all that other nonsense.
there's not much boost in gravel right now. But even having through axles, or where like there were bikes where your front fork adapted from the mountain bike side was 15 millimeters instead of 12. And then your rear might have been quick release still.
Yeah.
Or you'd have the 15 up front, but maybe the 12 by 142. Like there was no standard. Before there were standards, things were great. I'll just say that. And then, like, you'd get a new fork, and it would drop down to 12, and you'd have to get this little sleeve that was this adapter that went through the axle to reduce it, or stuff like that. And then, God, man, when Loft came out, people didn't lose it, but it was so weird.
Yeah.
And now it's just, like,
Everywhere
it's
you see
not a thing anymore. It's just blended in. But Loft's even doing bikes without that now, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got Loft, you got King Creek, you got RockShox, Fox. I don't want to say MRP. Someone else is doing a suspension gravel fork, and they're like 40 to 60 millimeters of travel. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, it's
it's the
small.
90s mountain bike.
Exactly. Well, this also leads us into the next thing, and I'll throw it out there. And I know this has been big in the mountain bike world for a long time, but it's come to gravel. UDH. The universal derailleur hanger. I think you're going to start seeing that on a lot more entry level mountain bikes. And it was funny because I put these
That's
notes
what you
together.
texted me, and I said it's been out for a while.
Yeah, and I know it came from the mountain bike world. It's been in the mountain bike world for a while, if I understand correctly, like years, or a year or two, whatever. I don't know. But the idea of the universal derailleur hanger, it's actually not even a hanger, correct?
Correct.
It's more like, in my first thought when I was reading about it was, oh my God, the derailleur hanger is like your collarbone. It's like it's something you sacrifice so that you don't destroy the frame or you don't destroy the derailleur. It's the bit in the middle. And then I started doing my homework, and I was like, well, wait just a minute. If you're actually hanging the derailleur, because by design the derailleur hangs on the axle. Am I understanding that correctly?
Not to get too far in depth, but basically the derailleur is designed to have the axle go through the mounting points.
Yeah. So
It's an easy way to put it.
You're transferring. You're taking.
You don't have a metal piece bolted on that the axle goes through and then dangles down with another thread. Unless you ride Shimano now, because Shimano did not adapt it.
Right.
So, which is why you buy a Rodeo Labs or an Osso with a removable. You have removable dropouts.
Yeah.
Like I could go on and order. I got to soon. I got to order the UDH Paragon machine work dropout from Rodeo. I think Rodeo uses Paragon, but for like $40, my bike's not obsolete.
Oh,
but you buy a Specialized or a Trek or 90% of bikes that don't have replaceable ones.
Again, bike mechanic versus non-bike mechanic layman. My first thought was, oh my God, no. You can't do that because you're going to destroy your frame. You're going to destroy your derailleur. You're going to blah, da, 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 because that piece is sacrificial. But then when you really look at it and pick it apart, it's like, okay, all of the load transfer has now been put on the axle. So you're removing the frame from the equation entirely. You're actually protecting the frame even more by not even having that derailleur hanger. And God help you if you didn't actually think ahead and get a spare derailleur hanger if you're going on any kind of a trip, because there's no such thing as a universal derailleur hanger until this came along. So it's the advent of that moving into gravel. Now I don't know. It's hard for me now. I can't. I'm not at that level from an industry perspective where I can say entry level. Are we seeing UDH now on gravel bikes, or is it mostly just if your group is SRAM and it's kind of. Because SRAM's Wireless has built a whole bunch of new stuff now.
I haven't looked at the new 2020.
I mean, the 13-speed SRAM Red Explorer Axis. Wow, that just came out like the middle of last year, maybe.
Hold on, say that again.
The Explorer, the Red Explorer Axis, the 13-speed.
2023, I think.
Okay. So what I was seeing was that's a little more, it's a little newer.
Oh, yeah.
It was late 25 when they began that Rival Explorer. Actually, that's it. It's the Rival Explorer, not the Axis Explorer.
Oh, that just kind of.
Yeah, it's just basically
trickled down, but
it's the same thing as.
But the back end of most modern gravel bikes have been designed for UDH. Like a Diverge, you go up, and top end ones come with.
Yeah. So I mean, you're looking at for 20. Have they released 26 bikes yet?
Oh, 26 came out in they always
it's
it's
a
come
late
out
fall, I
in
think.
fall.
Yeah. Anyway, that idea, it leads into that because I think that UDH takes away a lot of that. It's like the mullet killer. You're not having to run. If you wanted to run like with my bike, like my Otso, I've got a mix of 105 components with GRX components. I've got this like weird mix of different things, and now you can mix and match. If my homework was correct, you can take that SRAM axis and put things from the Force group set together with things from the Explorer group set together with things from the, you can kind of mix and match all those different pieces, and they're interchangeable.
Yeah, that's the nice thing that SRAM's been doing that for you, even with the regular non-transmission.
Okay.
It's always been like that when they came out with electronic.
Okay.
And that's where Shimano was so far behind.
Okay.
There was like the early days of, we used to have to, there was a way to trick eTube or the software from Shimano to, it was a lot of work, and you'd have to, it was bypassing stuff to have a mountain bike derailleur without the certain mountain junction. I forgot it was called, the EW, whatever.
ECW.
No, there's a mountain bike one that has the window on it and is a different brain. But if you didn't want to use that or do another system to use with, or an actual like Ultegra Di2 shifter, like they didn't make it easy.
Uh-huh.
And then SRAM, it's just like my Rodeo and my All City. I just repaired 15 seconds. I just repaired the shifter to the drop bar shifter. So SRAM's been way ahead on that.
Okay. Well, suddenly I was doing sort of like some of the research for this. And in what maybe I told you, I sent you a message on this. It pissed me off. I was like, okay, we're going to talk about UDH, and we're going to talk about these different SRAM groups, and almost immediately, Dustin Klein drops a whole video on UDH.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was a great one. But I felt like, okay, now you're just like, you saw Dustin Klein's video, now you want to talk about it too. And I was like, argh!
He did a good job. Actually, yeah, the Diverge.
He's smarter than me.
The basic entry level Diverge, the frame is UDH compatible.
Okay.
They make it with the new Shimano Qs, which has been out for a while, but the drop bar compatibility is somewhat newer.
Yeah.
There's actually a really good episode. I don't know if it was Steven on the Rodeo podcast or Steven on another podcast, where he was talking about like he was already pretty heavily invested on the development of the new Trail Donkey, the 4.0, when the talk of UDH came out, which would mean he'd have to take a big backtrack.
When we had him on our podcast, we took him back to the development of the mountain bike thing, which he was like, yeah, we actually talked about that like 2 years ago.
We should do a re-up with him because he's done so much cool stuff, and he's tried. That's another thing is you get an owner of a bike company that actually rides and tries stuff.
And is willing to talk about it too.
And he's the R&D department. Yeah. He's got some other folks, but so there's a 4.1 or 4.2 Trail Donkey, and I don't think you can buy the regular 4.0. I think they sold the last frame set a few weeks or a month ago. But he had to do a slight pivot because I think he said he might have lost. I don't know if he really lost mini sales, but he probably lost a sale or two by not having a UDH Trail Donkey, and he realized that. But in the initial stages of the Trail Donkey 4.0, it was too far, and it was a gamble.
Too far into the development, or was too early for that?
I think he did a whole episode on maybe SRAM.
Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But in general, he's had some really cool builds, and he has multiple bikes, obviously. Not obviously. He's pretty casual about it. But he has his Trail Donkey set up, and I think he's been running thick tires on that. Mm. And then I think he has his titanium one, which he might have a suspension on. Then he has his show pony, which I sold him the Fox Fork, which he put drop bar.
So he's doing some of the things we were just talking about wanting to do. He's playing with this stuff.
Oh, he's really playing with it. That's the stuff I miss about social media right now, like Instagram. I'm missing a little bit, what's going on in the world with invading countries and all. But But the bike side, and I get on the Radavist. I did get on Facebook yesterday because I got to check my work page every so often.
Oh yeah, I saw you liked a
I
bunch.
saw
of stuff
you.
yesterday.
Yeah, you went political yesterday. I was like, damn, Brian.
We don't talk politics. We don't talk politics. But I'm just getting.
No,
tired
I'm just
of it.
saying. So I did hop on.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I went hard.
But,
I went hard. I'm tired of this.
no, like Steven's a prime example of what I love about Steven and Rodeo Labs.
Okay.
So much.
I wonder if.
Yeah, we got to do a refresh with him.
Wonder if they've ever come out to do Croatan.
He's done Croatan.
He's done Croatan.
I think he did Croatan 18, 19.
Okay.
Last year, a year or two ago, when we were talking, he was because maybe it was 2 years ago because he did his big East Coast trip for Florida.
Yeah, and he did that. He did that real big the one year, and then he kind of did it low key the next year. And we haven't heard any talk about this year. We ought to get him to like do his rodeo rally at Croatan.
Well, he's talking his podcast. I keep saying it, the rodeo. His podcast a few episodes ago. They did a really good one about. I think this year they're looking at doing more that community side. They did a nice episode on community.
Yeah, like
and how much that meant to him because he was talking all about he flew everyone out that year when he went.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And he does all these micro adventures. It's really cool because he'll I think he raced a lot last year, the year before.
We should plan a trip like down to Florida and go do some. Not funny. I know.
Struck out
the other thing, in-frame storage.
Yeah, that's been out for a while, even on cheap aluminum.
Well, I guess I just haven't looked at new bikes in a long time, or I really haven't had a need to look at new bikes for a while, because I'm kind of thinking I loved that idea when it came out in the higher end carbon bikes. I love that idea of having that place to tuck some stuff away, and you're seeing that moving to lower end entry level bikes, which I think is cool. It's everybody needs a trunk. Everybody needs a trunk on
Unless
their
you
bike.
forget you have stuff in there like I do. I only have it on my Stumpy.
You remember that when I took this off, remember the Roubaix had that weird little SWAT box down in the bottom of the frame that everybody would tell me, like, you got a motor, you've got a motor. Yeah. I can't tell you the number of times I heard that when I had that on there. I like the idea of when you have something that's the seat bag, you've got stuff in there, and it's not a lot of weight, but I like the idea of when you're carrying something, getting it as low on the frame as possible, getting that weight down. So I just think that's cool. I'm a huge fan of the glove box idea, and
I mean that in a good way. Like I forgot I had pumpkin seeds and beef jerky in there the other day. We had our ugly sweater ride. I was like, oh wow, I got stuff in there.
Yeah. Okay, so for the racing crowd, Aero is something I think we're going to see more of. Again, it's only going to. I mean, we've already been seeing it in the gravel racing world, but the idea of Aero trickling down to mid pack makes
it's trickled down.
That makes me nuts.
The YouTubes.
I don't
want to burst the same thing. It's been out for multiple years.
I know, but
I think people like Dylan Johnson has made because YouTube is so predominant right now.
I'm not. I don't want to bash racers.
No, I'm not bashing them. I'm saying there's a place. It's not my cup of tea.
Yes, there we go. That's
there's some people innovating that, and like I said, Dylan and some other YouTubers have done a lot of work for the average person to learn and take that on. Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
obviously I'm not worried about Aero.
Oh my God, if like entry level,
I'm anti-Aero.
Entry level Aero just feels like it's.
There was a phase of entry level Aero, and I mean that in the fact of like wheels, like that's your first big upgrade.
Yeah,
and there's a balance. Like the wheel sizes we run are carbon wheels. The C30, you got C38s and the Terras, right?
Yeah,
like that's a nice depth. Anything after that starts to get crazy. But I ran that whole frame bag at the Hush Money ride. And remember, I kept telling him, I was like, man, I'm getting pushed around way more than I'm used to. And it was after the ride. I'm like, I had this freaking sail on my bike.
I don't even think you had anything in it, did you?
Hand warmers, high C, Skittles, like stuff I didn't need, but I love that bag.
Little Tootsie Rolls, maybe wrapped up. Little Tootsie Rolls wrapped up. That's a fun name.
But I don't know. It's I would say the early days of that was like flow wheels. God, people were going crazy, and it was more the road scene. And I started seeing a little bit trickle over, but the problem was the braking surface. It was all like rim brake era.
It was one of the shop kids. Remember we went on a ride and you made like arrow wheels out of
Oh,
cardboard?
Noah did
Cardboard arrow.
Yeah, I had a couple. So
But you see, that's fun.
Oh yeah,
That's fun.
I showed you the mountain bike arrow wheels.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone on here, we ran the last 2 years for NICA for Maryland. We ran a time trial as our season opener. There's multiple reasons, but we had 2024. We had a couple kids from Ken Island, the Eastern Shore teams, do the same thing to their wheels for the time trial.
Get out of here.
And the way they did it, I don't think they just did straight carbon. It added like pounds, like 4 or 5 pounds. And after the fact, they're like, "Oh, definitely wasn't worth it, but it was cool."
Yeah.
And they're like tip of the spear kids, like
fun. That's fun.
you know. And it's funny because they were both on. One was on a Scalpel, one was on a Monterey. You know, we're talking like $8,000, $9,000 mountain bikes, and they're slapping this cardboard. And it definitely held them back. But it's one of those things. It's like we're all going to remember it.
Well, okay, so that's some stuff. I think
Real quickly.
Yeah.
It might be sold out, but there's a Flanimal 5.0 with E-Car, midnight black, nice build. God, this thing was pretty. This was a nice bike. Rodeo hubs. I don't know what rims are these DT rims built up, but E-Car on it, which is Campagnolo, $3,200.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Now it was on sale for $49, but you could buy it for $3,200.
Holy smoke!
That's what I've been doing every. There's ready to roll bikes
Wow.
that are affordable in
Wow.
like that's a lot of money. I would say affordable in the fact that if you're looking for that mid, $2,000 to $4,000 bike,
we always have to check yourself with this. When we talk, because remember I was talking about $300 here, $300 there a couple weeks ago.
relatively everything's expensive.
Yeah, I always like to check myself when you say $3,200. But what you're saying is that's $3,200 as compared to what you may have expected maybe 3 years ago to pay $5,000 or $6,000 for.
It's like watches. I would love to talk about watches like we talked about knives. I went from. I still want it, maybe for my anniversary. There's a couple watches I want out there. They're $2,000-$3,000, but I have found a watch that I have fell in love with. It's $800. I'm like, well, that's cheap, and like I'm probably gonna buy it for myself. So I feel better about not spending the $3,000.
You're not on the socials anymore. I know,
and that's $3,000 is so cheap. Like I want to watch that, and the one I want that'll be $800 to $1,000 will last a lifetime.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something nostalgic. I want to watch like 20 years from now. It's just beat the hell, but still perfect.
I have found this Instagram reel for this. It's somebody that buys gold and they're in Atlanta.
Oh, I've seen
and
that.
Stands across the counter from the other person, and it's crazy how much these watches are worth. What's really crazy is what people think they should be worth.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then what's even crazier is the fact.
Oh,
what
you're
they
the little
are.
dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that guy a lot.
People abuse that.
I think
guy?
a lot of that's staged. They're like,
I'm sure it is.
there's no way he could do that every day.
Well, I think they kind of know going in. I don't know what the story is, but it's the guy. If it's not staged, that dude has like he should
He has
be
the patience of a saint.
He should be the president because
He could
that's
be the mayor of New York.
That's the art of the deal, the negotiator right there.
Yeah.
That dude,
He's
guy's
great.
got to go.
Man, I would love
on.
to talk about watches. But
I've been looking hard ever since we did the Koros episode, the Koros Nomad.
I don't even. Oh, see, I'm not electronic anymore.
Oh,
feel
you're
like such
all
a hipster.
analog. Oh, are you going to get like a flip phone here soon? I mean, if
No.
you're not on the socials, what do you need it for? Get rid of. I'm challenging you. Get rid of that smartphone.
No,
Pull
no,
a
you
West.
can't.
Pull a
I've
West.
you can't.
You can't text.
No,
That's
like
what you can't do.
2025, you can't get rid of a smartphone.
No, I mean that's
Depending on your lifestyle.
It's
my
integrated.
lifestyle's not conducive.
it's integrated into
Like,
our.
that's
our
50%
lifestyle.
of my work.
Yeah.
But I have my wallet on there. I got my bills. Like,
Well, it's amazing now what you can do, and I want to walk you through. You guys give me a hard time about my use of AI, and sometimes
Well-
it gets a little silly. I agree.
we're hard
But,
on you
okay,
for it. It's not bad.
But listen to what I did the other day, the Bike Club. I was working on the website, and I actually had Gemini. I use Gemini now. I had it write or code an entire plugin to do a countdown timer for our first ride of the season that I put on the website. It has the days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and it's counting down to our first ride. And then I was like, I don't like what it looks like. So I had Nano Banana create an image of what I wanted it to look like. So I told Nano Banana.
So use AI for AI?
I used AI, and then I took that image,
Yeah.
fed it back into AI, and said, now create the CSS style that actually mimics this. And I just kept going back and forth with Gemini. And it actually wrote the entire plugin that I dropped in. It gave me the short code to put in. And I just went way deep into the weeds on
great.
tech stuff. But
Same thing. I use ChatGPT on my phone for
so that's something that would have taken me, a couple of days
Yeah.
to do before. And it literally took about 15 or 20 minutes. The world has changed, man. The world has changed.
But you can't. I don't think you can get rid of a smartphone. Now
Yeah.
I do wear my. See, I got
and
a
I
couple,
did most of that on my phone, too. I
That's
did
what I'm
most of
saying.
it on my phone.
I got a couple $1,000 watch, like an electric watch,
Mm-hmm.
which lately I've been putting on for as a heart rate monitor. And I thought about getting rid of it, and the fact that I don't know, but then I think about it, like I use that as my mountain bike. I'm not putting a head unit on my mountain bike.
Yeah.
I'm all watch, but anyway, that is a side tangent.
Let's do this or that.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a mid-ride fancy coffee or a
Yes.
mid-ride gas station hot dog? Ooh.
Oh, mid-ride, I'm going to go hot dog.
Hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
All day. Or fish. Or fried fish.
You treat yourself at the end with a coffee.
Yeah.
And I would 100% take it, but when there's a hot dog on the line,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
a gas station
Hands
hot
down.
dog too.
Gas station hot dog.
like a soft bun, a little soggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gas station sushi. We did that before. Not gas station sushi. Gas station hot dog. Because that's
Oh, yeah.
acceptable. It's on
And
the
if you're at
roller.
7-Eleven, you can put some of the cheese on there.
What is it?
From the nacho machine.
After they've been, there's like a certain
Relish.
number of hours, then they get new names. It's like after 6 hours, a wizard's finger. It's pickle juice shot or maple syrup shot.
Oh, man, you're really poking me with these.
Uh-huh.
Like during I'm going to go pickle juice
Yeah.
because as much as I love syrup, and I've preached syrup, and I own a lot of syrup in this house, pickle juice has helped me more than any other cycling food, whatever you want to call it. Pickle juice and high C, but pickle juice.
I am full on in the pickle juice camp.
Yep.
I don't think I could even do the. Have you seen these things? I just pulled it out of my
You got
pocket.
pickle juice chapstick?
No, a boom boom nasal stick. Remember the old menthol sticks? And you breathe it in, and it opens up your sinuses.
Does that work?
Oh yeah.
Where do you get that at?
Oh, I got this off of like Amazon or something. It's like $10.
Oh,
and I
man,
got
my
a
sinus
package
for
of
the
4.
last month. My left nose right now.
Try them.
What's it called? A boom
Boom boom
sauce?
stick. Boom boom stick. It's the old like Vicks inhaler.
That
kinda
looks like
thing.
something when you were younger with drugs.
And well, no. See, the thing about it is I made sure that it has no medication in it. It's just straight menthol, and you just like pop that in your nose and give it a couple of deep inhales, and it opens your sinuses up.
Get that at
and-
Harris Teeter? Probably.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm going to go to CVS.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe CVS. Would you rather swallow a bug or ride in thick gravel dust for miles?
I'm going to go and swallow the bug, considering I have asthma, and that destroys me.
Yeah. We're on the same page on these. I would also prefer to eat a bug. That
I've eaten
dust,
a lot of bugs.
The dust gets in your sinuses, and it just
You know it's a good ride, though, when you sneeze after?
all the brown snot comes out.
Yeah.
Last one before we visit. I'm going to revisit last week's this or that poll that I put on the Instagram. Last one for this week though: flannel or lycra, or maybe we should do wool or lycra.
I was going to do the dramatic pause because I'm always going to go with flannel.
Yeah. Okay, you were doing a dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I cut those out, so you
We're
should
talking
let me
about top
know.
or bottom or both? Flannel shorts.
I got flannel PJs.
I got flannel PJs.
Yeah, you could wear
I
those.
got
while you're
flannel
riding.
underwear.
Yeah. I do
No, I
that.
like flannel.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
All day. I
There's
haven't-
lycra flannel out there if you're shopping at Hush Money.
unless you got like stupid like Powerball money, the whole idea of merino wool bibs that I can't imagine they last real long. I know that the Pineberry
I was going to say.
makes them. I can't imagine that they last long, and they've got to be super expensive. So I don't-
278 buckaroos.
Wow!
Now, their stuff
Holy
is nice. I
smokes.
just Well, flannel's what they had back in the day.
No, they had wool. I'm not.
I'm thinking flannel.
I'm not doing. I know what you meant. I'm not doing $300 bibs and some material that. I mean, while it's plush, it's bougie. It's. I haven't worn a Lycra jersey. I'm not even sure how long it's been since I've worn a Lycra jersey. It's probably been a year and a half.
No, you wore one this summer a couple times.
Did I?
Yeah, you were prepping for the Empire ride.
Oh yeah, I have to wear that then. I have to wear it then. Yeah. So
they don't make you should get them to do a tech tee version.
They ought to.
We call up our friends from both. We still got connections with Philip, and then we have Black Bibs.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Black Bibs, congratulations, Kerry Warner. Kerry Warner just announced on the socials. You've probably missed this. And we all knew.
Jess told me last night.
We all knew. When I was talking over to the folks at Black Bibs, what they were getting ready to do. You even said.
I don't even know what they're doing.
They're just ramping up their social.
Yeah.
Ramping up social and doing some video stuff. And I've been in conversations with them about our trip to Florida.
Is it Kerry or Kenny that's doing it?
Kerry.
Are you a real Kerry fan if you don't know Kenny?
What?
See.
I don't know.
Congrats on Kerry or Kenny.
I'm just going to
get some Kenny on there.
I'm just going to give some congrats to Kay. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He'd be wearing shorts anyway if it was Kenny.
No, he's working now with Black Bibs. That's pretty cool. That's going to be I think that's some creativity that they brought to the table.
So he probably hasn't left bike flights. He's probably just doing both.
No, these are all he's a side hustle guy, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Kind of like me.
But he does work for bike flights, and he has for years.
He's probably just like me in that, when people say, "What do you do for a living?" It's like, how long do you have to actually have this conversation? Because either I'm just going to tell you nothing, or I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes and tell you about all the little different things I do to make a living. So anyway, congratulations. That's cool. I'm excited to see what kind of fun things come out of that world, and I'm excited to be a part of it because we're in some deep conversations with the folks over at Black Bibs, the Black Bibs. Check them out if you don't know. Affordable bibs that are
more than bibs
on point.
I love my top.
Yeah, and he just had some wool socks they put
and
out.
And their side, not
some
side,
gloves.
their other company, which is custom, is Starlight Apparel.
Okay.
Which is also Black Bibs. Like my jacket has Starlight Apparel written on the inside.
Nice.
And my Mountain Cat jersey is Starlight Apparel.
All right.
I like that jersey.
Shooting star.
It's a tech tee.
Did you know?
It's just a custom side of that, I believe.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I have. You know this. I have two granddaughters, and
you do?
Yes, I do. Huh. My son-in-law asked my daughter the other day. He says, "Does your dad ever stop singing?" I just sing to those girls all the time. I don't think I brought that to the podcast that I'm aware of. I don't think I've ever broken to song, but I spend a good.
I love to sing. I think Jess gets annoyed. I'm all parody.
I make up songs all the time with those kids, and it's a joy of my life. So last week's This or That poll, the one I put up this was 2 weeks ago because we took New Year's off. Setting up camp with the bloodthirsty mosquitoes or a torrential downpour. 76%, 3/4 chose rain. 25% of you are pure animals choosing mosquitoes to have to deal with. I don't understand it, but there it is. Which one do you think we should put up for this week's? Coffee, hot dog, pickle, maple.
I would do the coffee hot dog.
Coffee, hot dog?
Yeah.
Well, we did the gas station thing just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but still. But it's not disgusting. What was it, sushi and what?
It was either a liquefied brown banana or warm gas
that's
stations.
Disgusting.
This is actually more real.
This is real.
A mid-ride fancy, and it's got to be a fancy coffee in the little tiny cups.
Yeah.
The tiny cups, you drink the espresso in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just did that on purpose.
You can get your espresso rodeo plug-in rodeo on this one. I have espresso rodeo.
All rodeo, all the time.
I'm telling you, it's the.
That's okay.
It's where you want to be in 2026.
We love Steven. We love rodeo.
I love the brand. Everything.
Kind of disappointed that. No, I'm not disappointed. I love my Otto. I do.
You got a cool bike. You just were ahead of your time, and then all of us got rodeos after.
I do have rodeo envy from time to time, and it's not so much over the bike as much as it is about being in the cool kids
Well, when
club.
it was you, me, Larry, and Dave, right before Jack came in, and Jack has a spork, and I was like, oh. No, Jack was on the thread. I was like, is this a rodeo ride? Only because I was jabbing at you with your Otso and your lithic fork.
I think I may have been one of the only non-rodeos on that little adventure.
I was talking about our plans coming up for this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2023 03, there was some non-rodeo bikes.
Not many.
No, not many at all.
Not many.
I didn't even have my own. Like, I had Matt's bike.
That was it. Hey, isn't that Matt's bike? How many times did we hear that week?
Oh, so
Hey,
many.
isn't that Matt's bike?
I am going to repurpose that bike.
Cool.
And I've already talked to you guys about, I was offering you guys first ride review of parts. Not that you want beat up parts.
I don't.
They're not beat up, but.
No, I know you take care of your stuff. No, you take care of your stuff.
For the winter, I'm not going to do it till it gets warmer because my Ritchie is basically, I cannot take my Ritchie outside in under 40 minutes of work. Like I was washing my butt the other day, probably about a month ago in the shower when I first started. Like I've been constant with Zwift, and we haven't talked about that now. But I already have a bum shoulder, and they won't operate on it right now, and I really want them to. But I did something to my shoulder, and it hurts. Like there's days it aches, and I want to cut it off.
I got you a good shoulder doctor when you're ready for it.
Well, I have a good shoulder doctor. He just has no
Who's
evidence.
your shoulder doctor?
Patel.
Oh,
He's like one of the best.
I got you a better shoulder doctor.
Well, I'm going to chat GPT the surgery.
You could do
but-
it. If we chat GPT it, then I could do the surgery.
There you go.
I could follow along on the chat GPT and actually perform the surgery.
When I like tight cables and stuff. They're not so tight, but they're clean. But when I flip my stem, move some stuff, I tried to elevate a little bit more. Not old man. Like my front brake hose was too short. So that just flops around. I have it zip tied on. I changed the saddle. I adjusted a bunch of things.
Oh, my trainer bike, none of the cables are connected to anything.
And so like for right now, the rodeo is the outside bike for tomorrow because it's going to be 60 degrees. But when that's over and the Ritchie comes back as the dedicated road bike.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We're going to ride outside tomorrow.
It's a Cane Creek suspension fork in its transmission.
Yeah.
And just a little refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting weird
because otherwise they're too close together.
Just get weird with it, man.
Yeah.
Just get weird with it.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
That bike I've had for like 4 years now.
Go aero.
Oh, yeah.
Put aero bars on it.
Yeah.
Aero bars, you could actually use them to dangle stuff off of.
Well, that's something we didn't talk about. Man, we're really deep past our finishing, but do you remember the days of aero bars being a big thing with gravel and then they were trying to ban them?
Yeah.
It was like a long distance thing for comfort. Like I watched Length of Sweden.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's about the Length of Sweden. It's a randoneering event, 2,100 miles. You got 180 hours to do it, which is 7 days.
That's a different motivation behind the aero bar, though.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different. Like I had, and I still love this guy, Eric Nolan. Eric Nolan led the adventure side for Specialized. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
that was a thing.
Yeah.
He was the AWOL. He was a Sequoia kind of guy.
Yep.
Like I met him when I was at Specialized. I followed. Like he's such an awesome dude. He moved back to Sweden. He still works for Specialized.
I'd like to move to Sweden.
But man, that guy was still Randoneers. But yeah, Length of Sweden, a group of Specialized folks, him and Rita Jet and some other folks did that ride. And I really wanted aero bars. Like I would do whatever that guy did, but it was like a distance thing.
Yeah,
that guy in that movie. He has another good one about the trims.
It's all about having different body positions so that you're not locking up. It's not about trying to go fast.
Yeah.
And
let's see, planes.
I guess that's valid. I think that's valid.
But he
I think
right before that ride, like 6 weeks out of that ride, he crashed and like bruised a rib and broke something. And then like a week out of that, he broke it. He bruised another rib, and he did 2,100 miles.
Jeez.
I think aero bar, like he rode like in this rope sling for a little bit too. But that helped.
You ever seen
that was a big thing that was in the fad of gravel.
The Ram guys that will put the like brace underneath their neck to keep their head up while they're riding, like the race. That's
Rams
silly.
are so stupid. Melons, Trucks, and Angry Dogs is a free one that's on YouTube. That's like a
Melons, Trucks, and Angry Dogs.
Going AWOL on the Transcontinental race. It's 12 years ago.
12 years. See, that's the kind of stuff we need to.
Yeah, that was one of the early
that.
ones.
Yeah.
Now it was a road ride, but he did on the AWOL.
Yeah.
But he was the mastermind behind that. Burra, a lot of the high vis stuff. He was a big producer in the LA or the Roubaix.
Keep it weird, man.
Yeah,
That's
he's an
just
awesome dude.
We need to bring back weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's what
weird.
Steven's doing at Rodeo Labs.
Yeah.
All right. I got a meeting in 19 minutes.
Let's shut this thing down. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Folks, if you're looking to contact us, Joey.
Don't.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have to text me now.
That's right.
My email is joeysikorsky@gmail.com.
Well, if you're looking to contact
I'm not giving my phone number.
Gravel Travel Dirt, you go to Gravel Travel Dirt. I actually should start doing this now, I guess.
Yeah.
Since you are Mr. Anti-Electronics, Mr. Analog,
I'm
we'll
on a
call you
MacBook
now.
Pro. I'm not anti.
GravelTravelDirt.com at Mid-Atlantic GTD. Don't forget, please, the T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, all those things are over there at the Shopify store. Check them out, please. We're not doing any money grubbing or begging like we did with Patreon.
Patreon's cool.
Would you consider that? I don't know what to do with that. I've had a lot of people say, like, they see this stance and they're like, no, you should really go back to doing that. And
I don't have a problem with it. I think we have to put stuff on Patreon.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And some folks, it's like I like a couple YouTube channels where I'm a Patreon supporter. I expect nothing out of Patreon. I do get like a card, and we've done that before in stickers.
Yeah.
And some folks release
it's hard to
certain
keep
things.
up with. It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, considering all I do is talk and you do all the work.
Yeah, it takes a lot to keep up with. So
But,
I don't know. Maybe we go back to it. Maybe we don't. Maybe I think you hit the nail on the head when it's like, okay, you can't. You got to provide some value with that extra piece. But the whole idea of Patreon is not that the extra piece. It's like you're supporting us what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And then if you're trying to do
it costs money to do this.
Yeah.
Like keeping this podcast around, it's a few $100s a year, right?
At a
just paid the
minimum.
bill.
At a minimum. At a minimum. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week from right here back in the kitchen, the reformatted kitchen.
A little bit
I like
for,
this. I like this. The table's in a
Blake.
different place.
Now
and,
he's sleeping.
Everybody send Blake your love. You can send that to me on Instagram.
Or Jess.
And then, you can go to Jess. I don't want to give out her Instagram, though, unless you want to. I mean, everybody knows it.
I don't
It's
know
not
what her
hard to find.
Instagram is. It's Jess Santora.
I don't know. But send Blake some love.
Yeah.
Send Blake some love. Send Blake some dollars and,
Blake would love it.
Let's start a Patreon for Blake.
Blake has a vet bill coming out, which sorry, this is the last bit.
Okay.
When I hate every time you talk about a vet, people instantly go to money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to sound rude.
Do you not have insurance for him?
Insurance is a scam.
Oh, no.
How much money are you paying a month for insurance?
My daughter, they have two big dogs.
Well,
they actually...
Your daughter also takes the dog to the vet if it farts weird. No offense. You've told me that. Like, I very much take care of this dog. But I think as you mature, you always put a little bit of money in a dog account, which PNC lets you do. It's not a dog account.
Yeah.
Like, insurance as a whole is a scam.
Well,
that sounds so weird when I talk about getting rid of social media and insurance, but we all know it's a scam.
Go outside and yell at the clouds, please.
Sorry, my big thing
you go out in the afternoons and yell at the clouds.
You're like, oh, my dog. Like, how much did that cost? Like, it's my dog.
Didn't say that.
I hook my car right now.
I didn't say.
No. I'm just saying in general.
I could give you a payday loan if you need it.
I don't need a loan. I got money. We're responsible adults. We don't have debt. We have a mortgage. That's it.
Well, my
Pay
point.
off your cars, folks, and don't take student loans out.
My point was send Blake some love.
Yes,
that's all.
Just
send
the
and do
act
it through,
of
don't do it
through
through
Jess.
us. Do it through Jess. She'll
would
actually
love that.
appreciate it.
Yes.
She'd appreciate that a lot, actually. So thanks for riding along. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.